know about you, but I'm pretty sure the last time that I ever had a clutter-free phone was the first time I ever got an iPhone. It's not usually something I want to upkeep because I'm usually not bothered by the thousands of photos or videos or unread emails or old messages. It's simply something I say I'll deal with later and I never do. I think what's made it hard for me, and probably mostly others as well, is the fact that this is not a physical thing. It is a digital space in which we can choose to simply close the app or turn off the phone until that grueling iPhone almost out of storage notification comes up, and then we have to annoyingly do something about it. I know that's happened to you because it's happened to me so many times. In this video, I explain why and ways that I have decided to finally bite the bullet and deal with this tedious task. How it has helped me live lighter and more intentional, and how you can too. Sometimes I don't think people in general realize how subconsciously toxic our digital spaces can be to us. This not only applies to our media consumption, but the amount of emails we keep putting off going through, or the old messages from people who aren't in our life anymore that we might randomly scroll by. Sometimes a fresh start, and I mean a truly fresh start, is in order. So the last 2 years have been a little bit rocky for me in my life. Long story short, I cut off a lot of family, friends, and kind of just have been slowly starting over. And I feel like in 2023 I wanted to really solidify that and just not go back to it ever again. I decluttered my phone back in December, so it has been a while now, but I have been regularly decluttering my phone monthly and sometimes even daily. So first I want to start with social media. We are all familiar with social media, okay? It's that Instagram, that Snapchat, that TikTok, that Facebook, whatever. We really need to take the time to realize what we're consuming on social media, who we're consuming from. We have to realize that these things are detrimental to our daily life, our mindset, and just our mental space in and of itself. Back in 2021, I tried to make my feed a little bit more business-like, economics, and just like motivational. Usually looking at those posts so that algorithm would keep putting that type of content in my feed. Go ahead and go through everybody that you're following, and I know it can be a little bit hard. You might have to do it in a couple of days. And honestly, after a certain point, Instagram doesn't even let you unfollow any more people if you unfollow like a certain number. I had to wait to the next day to unfollow more people, and I was like, not only going through your following list, but go through the people that follow you. I also recommend going through your pictures too. You can archive a lot of pictures, maybe delete some pictures. If it's not something that brings you pure joy when you look at that picture or post, I say to archive it or delete it. Like, you don't even necessarily have to delete it, just kind of get it off of your feed so that every time you are on that platform, you're not going to subconsciously have these triggers. I don't know why, but Snapchat doesn't have an option where you can select all your messages and just delete them. And that really bothered me because I had to go through so many messages and delete them one by one. I'm telling you, this shit went back like 300 weeks ago. So we have your social media done. Obviously you can go through your Facebook, you can go through your YouTube. I went ahead and just simply deleted my Facebook because I never go on it anyways, and it just kind of isn't an app for me. I don't really care about it. Next, I'm going to be talking about my messages and contacts. Like Snapchat, your contacts doesn't let you mass select multiple and just delete them all at once. So again, I had to go through like 200 contacts and delete one by one, all the way down to 80, I think. Deleting people that no longer serve you in your life, delete their contacts, just basically purging them completely because you don't need to keep space in there. Plus, if you ever look through your contacts randomly to look for somebody and their name pops by, it's a subconscious trigger, and we're not here to be subconsciously triggered anymore. Even though we are not aware most times that we're being subconsciously triggered, it will catch up to us at some point, and I speak from experience. For old messages, obviously you can mass delete those, which is awesome. But I recently deleted and delete those as well because we don't really need to keep old messages either. So next I'm going to talk about our emails. Oh my gosh. The emails were absolutely insane. Insert picture here. I'm pretty sure I deleted 20,000 emails. But I had to do that 3 different times. So 60,000 emails. So the reason why I had to do it multiple times is because when I did it on my phone, it didn't sync up with my MacBook, okay? So I had to go on my Mac and delete it off the app in my MacBook, and then it also didn't sync online, like if you go to gmail.com. Not to mention I accidentally deleted, because I just went for it, okay? I had flagged emails that were actually important so that I wouldn't delete those. I would be careful with that because it accidentally deleted every single one of my important emails. Thankfully, I didn't actually need at this point, I don't think I needed it. I would suggest doing this every day because obviously you get emails. At least I get emails every day from random shit. Also, unsubscribing. Sorry, this is jumping back and forth. But unsubscribe from whatever the f you subscribed for and you randomly get those emails, because I feel like I've unsubscribed from this one website where I bought my prom dress from and they still email me, and I've unsubscribed like 4 times at this point. It's just like so much time goes by in our lives and we don't realize how much we accumulate digitally because there's just so much and we can't physically see it, so we just kind of let it pile up because why not? But I swear if I had 10,000 books on my floor, I would probably want to do something about it, you know what I mean? But I have 20,000 emails and I'm like, I'll just close the app out. Photos. Your photo gallery is a gold mine for clutter. I love photos. I love taking photos. I love taking videos of everything, everyone, and memories. I have always had thousands of photos and thousands of videos on my phone. This is something I feel like I've never been able to escape because I have such an attachment towards these things and I don't want to delete them because obviously a lot of these do bring me a lot of joy, but then there are moments where I like look back on and I feel sad about. I think in 2021 I started using Google Photos. So it's basically just a platform where it backs up the photos in your photo gallery and I sync it to my other email and save it there too, just in case. I recommend using Google Photos. I pay like $2 a month because I have to get like 100 gigs for it, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get more soon. I did decide at the beginning to start deleting some pictures and videos and saving some, but then there was a point where I was like, dude, I cannot go through 9,000 different pictures and videos. I don't have the mental capacity for this. I ended up just making sure everything was backed up on my Google Photos, and I said, you know what, select all, delete everything. When I tell you, when I saw my photo gallery completely wiped and just nothing in it, that was so freeing to me. It felt like a full fresh start that I didn't even know I needed. I want to be more intentional with what I take pictures of, what I keep, and just keep a backlog of everything that I have stored on my phone, because ultimately it's gonna come back and I'm gonna have to do something about it one day, so might as well keep track of it. I'm speaking from experience because I had this hard drive. It was back when I started my YouTube channel for the very first time. I mean, this is in 8th grade, guys. Okay, that was 2014, almost 10 years ago, and I had all my old videos on it and they all got deleted, as well as my volleyball videos from high school, because I wasn't taking care of that hard drive, not keeping track of how much storage I had on it, and I just threw shit in there and was like, alright, whatever. So very, very hard times. Okay, so photos is done. I also regularly declutter my photos about the end of every month. So when I do my monthly reset, I do a monthly declutter too, and it's a digital declutter, so I go through my photos again and I back everything up and start over, start fresh. Because now that I have like a less amount of things on it, I know exactly what I have, which is nice, because when you have thousands and thousands, you just kind of leave it to the gods, you know what I mean? Next, I want to quickly talk about just hard drives in general since we were on the topic. I have these two hard drives. I have this one and this one. This is my backup, and this is my backup. Because, I mean, y'all heard the traumatic experience. I'm not letting that happen to me again. So I have a backup, and a backup. I have the WD 2 terabytes. This is the Easy Store one. I think this one also has 2 terabytes or 1 terabyte. But I mean, that's a lot of storage, okay? So if this shit dies on me one day, it's gonna be truly because of me, not because of the storage. Keep things into folders in your hard drives. I keep mine in folders and just kind of like regularly, you don't even have to regularly do it, just like every once in a while I'll be like, okay, what do I have on my hard drive? And then, you know, go through videos that you might not need anymore, whatever. We are almost done. Digital spaces obviously include your laptop, your iPad, your Apple Watch, whatever. Go through those, go through your apps, go through your messages, go through your cache, you know, anything that really will take up space. It would really be a disservice to yourself if you decluttered all physically and not digitally. The last thing I want to bring up is your phone home screen. So I'm going to insert a little screen recording here because I went ahead and changed up my entire home screen and lock screen for the new year, and I've been kind of keeping that up basically since then. So I wanted to change up my home screen to be a little bit more minimal. If you go on these apps, I have top widgets, color widgets, widgetsmith. Any of these apps will help you create nice little widgets on your phone. Using those to create little quotes on your phone, have a little calendar on there. I sorted out the apps by category. I actually took off my social media off my home screen so it wouldn't be something that I want to just click on. So I would have to actually manually search it, because you can move your apps away from your home screen. They'll still be on your phone, but they're not going to be on your home screen. I found that if I take it off of the home screen, I would have to actually search for it, which gives it an extra step, and it's not as easy to give in. It's a little, very little step, but anything goes a long way. Obviously, you don't have to go all out with your home screen, but I just wanted to make it something where I would turn it on and I would feel good. I would feel like I want to be productive. I would be reminded of my goals and just reminded why I'm here and my purpose. Alright everybody, that is it for this video. This is technically the very last video in my decluttering series. I am so happy this is over. I mean, it was such a long journey and it was so much fun, but dang, it wasn't a lot. I will be decluttering again, making decluttering a regular thing in my life. I'm just so happy because I love a clutter-free space, and I feel like I'm finally taking control of my life, and it's an amazing feeling. And I really appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart, whoever's out there watching, even if it's only one person. Thank you so much for being here, truly. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really want to know your feedback on this series, and just know there is going to be more decluttering videos in the future. And I'm so excited that it's going to be a regular thing on my channel. I really appreciate you all. I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.